Something strange is happening at Manchester United. Transfers don't look the same. The mood feels different. The chaos we've known for a decade suddenly looks controlled. This isn't the same old United. And trust me, what's happening right now is bigger than you think. Stick around, because we're breaking down exactly what's going on and why this could change everything for United. For the last 10 years, United have been a soap opera. Big-name signings, messy managers, and dressing room leaks. But suddenly, something feels different. The headlines aren't about chaos anymore.
If Manchester United have improved since Rúben Amorim has come in, so in the last year, what do you think?
Yeah, absolutely improvement. Like I've always been saying, it's been incremental improvements, but looking at where we were as a club last year, not so much just on the pitch, we've massively improved.
They're about structure. The players look fitter. The scouting feels smarter. And even in the fan base, there's a whisper. Wait, is this actually working? It doesn't feel like United of old. And that's exactly what makes it so strange. Because for once, the club feels calm. And that alone should make us all pay attention. But if it feels calmer, what exactly has changed? Let's look at the storm before the calm. When Rúben Amorim first walked into Old Trafford, nobody expected a storm. But that's exactly what he brought. He arrived last season, young, untested in England, but fearless. In his first 3 games, United looked reborn. 2 victories, 1 draw, and a whisper of hope across Manchester. After the final whistle of that 3rd game, Amorim turned to the fans in the Stretford End and said just 6 words. Be patient. The storm is coming.
The storm will come. We are going to have difficult moments, and we will be found out in some games. And I know that because I'm knowing my players, and I know football, and I follow football. So I understand the difference between the teams. I know it's really hard to be a Manchester United coach. We want to win all the time, no matter what. We are going to try to win.
And it did. The honeymoon vanished as fast as it came. Injuries, inconsistency, chaos behind the scenes. By May, Manchester United had sunk to 15th in the Premier League. They lost the Europa League final to Tottenham, and the critics called Amorim another experiment gone wrong. But Amorim never flinched. He didn't defend himself in press conferences. He didn't chase signings for headlines. He simply told the fans, the good days are coming. You just have to survive the storm first.
Today, after this disaster season, I want to tell you the good days are coming. If there is one club in the world that proved in the past that can overcome any situation, any disaster, is our club, is Manchester United Football Club.
Now, 1 year later, that storm has passed, and what's left behind doesn't look like the Manchester United anyone remembers. Something strange is happening. The atmosphere at Carrington feels colder, sharper. The players walk with purpose. The culture is shifting, from celebrity to soldier. Amorim isn't rebuilding a team. He's rebuilding a belief system. Amorim cut the dead weight from the frame and filled it with fresh, hungry faces ready to spark a new era. Sanne Lammens, Benjamin Šeško, Mbeumo, Cunha now wear the badge with hunger instead of hype. And for the first time in a decade, Manchester United aren't chasing relevance. They're chasing dominance. What happened next wasn't a tactical change. It was a transformation. Amorim's silent revolution had begun. When Rúben Amorim returned for his first full pre-season, Carrington didn't feel like Manchester United anymore. The walls were stripped bare. The music was gone. He removed the noise and the comfort. He told the players, you can't rebuild a giant while it's still asleep. From the first day, the message was ruthless. Mentality before talent. No name too big. No past success sacred. Rashford, loaned to Barcelona. Garnacho and Sancho moved to Chelsea. Antony released to Real Betis. Højlund traded to Napoli. The message echoed through the squad like a thunderclap. If you don't fit the culture, you don't wear the shirt. By September, United looked different. Not flashy, but frighteningly focused. 3 wins in a row, 2 away draws. And suddenly, the team that finished 15th last season looked untouchable. Yet Amorim didn't celebrate. He told the media calmly, "We're not winning yet, we're just learning how not to lose." That line, simple, cold, summed up the new Manchester United. No noise, no excuses, just quiet, controlled aggression. Something strange was happening at Manchester United, and it was only the beginning, because hidden beneath that silence were the first signs of a revolution no one saw coming. Amorim had done what few managers ever dared. He built a revolution in silence. No leaks, no headlines, no drama, just structure and control. United's football looked unrecognizable, not chaotic, not nostalgic, but surgical. Every movement seemed rehearsed, every press perfectly timed. It wasn't beautiful, it was terrifying. You could see it in the way they moved. The team didn't play with emotion, they played with precision. The stats told the story. No one wanted to believe United's pressing intensity, up nearly 50%. Recoveries in the final third, highest in the league. Opponents' average shot distance, the longest it had been in years. Something was working, but no one outside Carrington could explain why. They said Amorim's system was simple, but in truth, it was a trap disguised as simplicity. In training, he split the squad into small, silent groups. Defenders trained with midfielders, forwards with goalkeepers. He wanted every player to think like the other. Cunha learned how to read centre-backs. Lammens studied counter-press patterns with midfielders. Šeško spent hours analysing how Mbeumo pressed wide angles. Every detail mattered. Every mistake was recorded. Cunha became the heartbeat, dropping between lines, creating chaos. Mbeumo, Amorim's relentless runner, suffocated fullbacks with energy. Šeško, quiet but ruthless, turned small chances into goals. Lammens, the wall, played passes so calm, the stadium itself seemed to pause. Opponents didn't know what to call it. It wasn't tiki-taka. It wasn't counter-attack. It was something else, emotionless, efficient, almost robotic. But Amorim smiled only once that season. After a 2-1 away win at Anfield, a journalist asked if he was happy with the result. He said, "Happiness is for the fans. I'm still building belief." That's when you realized he wasn't just changing Manchester United's football. Players started arriving early, staying late. He had turned discipline into an addiction. Amorim's United had transformed in silence. Discipline was etched into every pass, every run, every glance. The new blood, the new spirit, was quietly reshaping Old Trafford. The pundits didn't see it. The league didn't feel it yet. But inside the dressing room, something had changed. A team that used to crumble was starting to fight. And when the results finally began to speak, the Premier League would realise Manchester United was no longer the same. 5 games, 5 battles, unbeaten, relentless, and terrifyingly unstoppable. This is the story of the unbeaten awakening. But when Manchester United started winning again, it didn't feel like luck. It felt like control. Something began to shift at Old Trafford. After a season of chaos and collapse, Rúben Amorim's 5 statements, each one stronger than the last. It started at Old Trafford, a 2-0 victory over Sunderland, a clean sheet that spoke of discipline finally returning.
Manchester United, and Mbeumo gets the cross in, finds Mason Mount! Mason Mount! Brilliant finish from the edge of the penalty area!
Then came Anfield, the fortress where ghosts of past failures loomed. Mbeumo's lightning-fast opener and Harry Maguire's stoppage-time header turning disbelief into triumph.
Takes a big deflection, I thought it had carried it goalwards, put towards the back post, Harry Maguire! Manchester United's big game player does it again!
Back home, Brighton arrived thinking they could embarrass United again. Instead, they were humiliated 4-2, with Cunha shining on his Premier League debut and Mbeumo scoring twice. Away at Nottingham Forest, United faced a fight back. A Casemiro header gave them the lead, only for Forest to strike twice early in the second half. But a last-minute volley from Ahmad secured a 2-2 draw, a testament to United's unyielding spirit. And finally, at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, a high-intensity clash ended 2-2. United proving that even on the road against top opposition, they were no longer fragile, resilient, fearless, and evolving into something truly dangerous. 5 unbeaten, 3 wins, 2 draws, 0 defeats. 5 matches that rewired the DNA of a broken club. Last season, United finished 15th broken, divided, hopeless. But now, they fight, they believe, they feel like Manchester United again. Amorim's promise to the fans. The good days are coming. No longer sounds like fantasy, it sounds like prophecy. Because this is no longer the Manchester United you remember. This is the birth of something entirely new. Every great team has an aura, that invisible force that makes opponents hesitate and believers rise. For years, Manchester United lost it. The badge still shone, but the fear, the pride, the unity were gone. Until Rúben Amorim arrived. And slowly, the aura came back. Crowds at Old Trafford no longer came to watch. They came to believe. When Lammens made a save, the roar wasn't surprise, it was expectation. When Mbeumo chased a lost ball, the stadium rose to applaud effort, not just goals. Even rival managers began to admit, they're different now. You can feel it the moment you walk into that tunnel.
I think overall, a fine / good performance against a good Man United team that's definitely in flow. And we're talking a bit about our, how can you say, level of defensive attacking threats. And to play against a Man United team that play with confidence with Cunha and Ahmad and Mbeumo and Sesko coming on, and we kept them down to 5 shots. That's just another example on the other way around. It's not that easy just to create in the Premier League, even that they had all their big boys out there.
Because this isn't a rebuild anymore, it's a rebirth. A team that had forgotten who they were now remembers exactly what it means to be Manchester United. Last season ended with tears and excuses. This one, words from his first press conference echo through every chant. The storm is coming, and now it's here, blowing through the Premier League. 1 clean sheet, 1 comeback, 1 heartbeat at a time. Because something strange is happening at Manchester United, and for the first time in years, it's something beautiful. 1 season ago, Manchester United was broken, lost in chaos, forgotten by fear, a club haunted by its own history. Then Rúben Amorim arrived quiet, methodical, unseen, a storm in silence, and slowly, very slowly, something strange began to happen. New blood, new discipline, a new aura. 5 unbeaten games, clean sheets, comebacks, and moments of pure brilliance. Manchester United didn't just win matches, they rebuilt their soul. The badge no longer hangs on the chest, it burns in the hearts of players. They fight together, they bleed together, they believe together. And now, the Premier League isn't just watching United, they're feeling them, sensing the change, witnessing a club reborn. The storm has arrived, the good days are here, and for the first time in years, Manchester United feels unstoppable. This is not the Manchester United you remember. This is the Manchester United you'll never forget. If you want to witness every step of this revolution, subscribe and join the journey.